And I'll tell you why. Because I'm sentimental.
Now we're moving on to Chinatown.
It never ends.
No, it never ends. Chinatown, Russ. Coming out, again, another June 18th title. A lot coming out June 18th. It's a big day. June 18th. Coming out in their Paramount Presents line. Again, this is in 4K. This isn't a Blu-ray. They're not swindling us right up front. There's been a ton of Blu-rays of this coming out, but what's actually pretty interesting about this is they're including the two Jakes in there.
Yeah, how about that? Two Jakes.
Two Jakes I've seen. I think it's a good movie. It's not Chinatown, but I like that they're giving you the companion piece within the same collection. I think that's awesome.
I've never seen the two Jakes.
Yeah, I did.
So that's actually a great bonus for me.
Yeah.
I am picking this up, and now I get to see the sequel, which I never caught.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people, this is one of those old school titles that a lot of people have been like, waiting on, commenting on here and there. And I wasn't sure myself who was going to end up putting this out. I don't know if anybody was rumored down the line to have been putting this out, but now Paramount themselves are going to put it out in their Paramount Presents line.
Jesus.
It comes in, it looks like the original, it's not an original art slip, but it's like what they normally do, where you have like this new art slip over top, but when you open it, you have that poster on the inside. And the original art poster, which I love, and I kind of wish that was what the art was on the outside, honestly. I mean, I don't mind what I'm looking at there, but I just love that Chinatown art. It's so cool. That original, cool. Like smoke.
And I like it. I like breathing through it.
This is also, let me see if I can just throw the features on there. A ton of stuff too, which again, you're getting a lot of stuff from previous releases, but you're also getting a 4K restoration from the original camera negative and 3 new, interviews. One from the author and historian who wrote the book Goodbye Chinatown in the Last Years of Hollywood. Some legendary producer, Hawk Koch. He shares his stories from his time as assistant director on the film, and then Sam Wasson discusses the planned third installment, which would have led to a trio of movies. So some new stuff in here too. It's not bad.
I know this isn't new. This was on the Blu-ray release before, but also you get a commentary with the guy who watched it, David Fincher.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Notable director, person who put it on. Looked at it.
I thought he was just a Chinatown historian.
I think you're a Chinatown historian. What do you think, dude? You excited about this or what?
No, I am. I'm with you. I don't like the artwork. I wish it was the original.
I know.
It just, but this is definitely, it's a movie you got to own.
Yeah.
It's like a requirement.
Yeah. I agree. I wish that there was something a little bit better coming out for this.
Why? What on earth for?
This isn't bad. I like Paramount Presents.
How many previous Paramount Presents releases were re-released?
A handful. Some came out directly in 4K to begin with, but some did get re-released.
No, I don't mean like
48 Hours comes to mind.
No, I meant from like another
not
re-released from
their own.
4K. That's what they're known for.
Not re-releasing their own stuff a year later.
Nah. The only one who's rivaling them now is Scream Factory.
Yeah.
But no, I don't see. Yeah, you got to pick it up.
You're going to pick it up for sure. I actually watched this movie and The Two Jakes as a part of a college course. It was like detectives in literature or detectives in movies and literature is something that it was called. So we read like 5-6 detective novels, and I watched this, Two Jakes, and I think one other movie. I forget what it was, but I thought they were both like really good.
I just did my job.
They both are.
Well, Two Jakes is really good. It doesn't have the edge that Chinatown's got. Chinatown's got an edge, and it's got a darkness to it that I don't think the Two Jakes has, but Keitel's in it.
Yeah.
He's really good in it.
Yeah, I never saw it. Oddly,
now's your chance.
I was aware of the Two Jakes before I was aware of Chinatown.
Yeah.
Just because of my age, I remember the Two Jakes being aware of that film existing before hearing of Chinatown.
Would it surprise you?
Yeah, this was probably one of the first times too where I watched a movie where how the resolution just like makes you feel like not great. Not in terms of like it didn't resolve well, but what the resolution is.
I thought you were literally talking about the picture resolution.
No. Like the resolution of the
Picture
movie.
resolution
The resolution of the movie. Like how it ends.
how it
Like
ends?
what the beat is on how they end it.
I say the title of the movie.
Yeah, but just like how they leave things, it's just like I remember thinking like, wow, I hadn't really seen too many movies yet that didn't leave things in a positive way.
I said I want the truth.
Like, don't get me wrong, like I feel like I got everything I needed to get, but it's like just what happens? Like, wow, this isn't how normal movies end for me at that time.
It doesn't. I mean, yeah.
So the two Jakes.
I always heard the two Jakes was lesser.
It's definitely not on the same par. No,
but even critically, I never.
It's not. It's not. Everyone's a little older. Jack Nicholson's a little older. I feel like the vibe of it's just different in general. It's still like him. It's still a detective story. It's still intriguing, but it just doesn't have that. Like this movie just has like a punch to it that one just doesn't have. I don't know. I pre-ordered it. I hesitantly pre-ordered it. I think for most people, just this coming out in 4K is probably a day one in most circumstances. But because it's such a big title, I don't know, is someone else going to put this out down the line? Who's the UK distributor maybe that could put this out, that could do a really nice thing for it? You know, like, I don't know if it's wishful thinking. I don't know who owns the rights to Paramount stuff.
That's why I asked about Paramount. Yeah, I was like, what has this happened before? Because I'm trying to really weigh the options here.
Yeah. And also, will they even do the transfer justice? Like I said, it's hit or miss what they do sometimes.
I guess you're right.
You'd think they'd take this one seriously.
I hope so.
Like you'd think they'd take this one a little more seriously compared to, another 48 hours.
Yeah. The only other thing that they're showing so far, I mean, it would be really awesome is a 4K steelbook of that original art.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I don't know if they've done a Paramount Presents steelbook crossover yet, but I'll take that any day of the week. Zavvy showed us this.
Oh, shit.
So here's where there's some differences. So you've got not to mention those stickers on the thing, which I hope they peel off because, I hate that. But in this, there's a hard outer box with a traditional case that slides in. So it's not that slipcase style thing. You're getting all the art cards. You're getting a poster. You're getting like a business card, some pamphlet. You're getting a lot of the traditional stuff. What you're not getting here is the two Jakes. So that kind of stinks. If you're a person who likes to collect this kind of memorabilia
that wouldn't
with your
bother
movies.
me though, because I've never seen the two Jakes, and I think I kind of like what we were speaking on with like who would put those side by side?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. So
let me ask you this. Let me flip that question to you. You've seen both. If you were going to buy Chinatown and the two Jakes, would you give a fuck if the two Jakes was like simpatico with Chinatown and its representation?
I'm going to be honest with you, Russ. If the two Jakes was not there, I would not buy it separately.
It's awful touchy.
The fact that it is there, I like, and will probably encourage me to watch just because I've got it now. But I would never go out of my way just to buy it.
Yeah. So you're in the same boat as me, basically, when it comes to that. But I'm talking about, you understand the concept of what I'm saying, of like one is inferior in almost every way you look at it and its acceptance.
Yeah.
And,
The age labels on there always bother me. I hate that. If that was a steelbook, I would really be considering it. I think this is close to $50, though, I want to say.
I'm surprised you didn't get this one, though.
I didn't. Because this just doesn't do it for me.
I think they all peel off now, dude.
They're on the spine, too. I just don't like that. No, this isn't the one for me. I got the Paramount Presents one. The Paramount Presents one was like $15 cheaper.
I'll tell you one thing that bugs me about Paramount Presents. I feel like all of those cases that they pull, I don't feel like they sit well. Everyone I have is kind of like
stick out
slanted.
a little.
Yeah,
because that thing doesn't completely close.
So yeah. And I don't know.
Lindsay in the booth. Do we have anybody that's wanting Chinatown? Do we have anybody that cares about what edition they have?
I said I want the truth.
Oh yeah, we have quite a few people that
There's a poll.
They picked it up immediately. Oh, is there a poll?
Is there a poll?
Oh, did you set up a poll?
If you click, I think there's like a little plus in the bottom right.
Oh, you're going to teach me something
You could
new
create
right
a
now
poll.
on the spot?
I'm teaching Lindsay, the producer, on the spot.
All right. Well, I'll come back to that. But yeah, people are
Tell me more.
excited. They picked it up immediately or pre-ordered it immediately.
Which one?
We've got someone picked it up from, I think, Zavvi, I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, someone grabbed it from Zavvi. Someone else got it from Amazon UK. I don't know exactly which one.
Picked it on up.
Oh, someone grabbed the collector's edition from Amazon UK.
Yeah, I know this was something that a lot of people, myself included, was like, when is this going to drop? Like, it's got to happen at some point.
I didn't want publicity. I didn't want to go into any of this then or now.
I guess I'm just sometimes confused as to why there isn't more, bigger fanfare for certain things. But I will say they are doing a new, restoration from that camera negative. There was some blurb about them, using, up to date, not AI technology, but technology to like restore certain frames that, had been like completely damaged. They are giving you new features, which is really cool. So, I mean, this is getting some love.
Yes.
Well, I mean, in the case of this one, I'll only accept AI if you get the director back to approve. I'll accept anything this director does, man.
He's a hologram. He comes back as a hologram and gives an interview.
No, I mean, well, let me ask you, you flip that question. How do you feel? So do you want Polanski to come back and oversee anything with his vision today? Like, what would Polanski have done back in the early 70s and keep that mind frame to preserve Chinatown? You want Polanski back in that early 70s mindset he had?
You know what happens to nosy fellows? Huh? No? Wanna guess?
Do you think they reached out to him for this?
The FBI?
Yeah. Do you think the FBI reached out to find out his whereabouts and or what's going on with the Chinatown restoration?
What's your address? Maybe we could talk this over.
You pre-ordered, or you said you didn't yet? It's going to come down, I'm sure, another $5 or so.
And to your point of, the clamoring for it and all that, this is a title I guess I just always take for granted.
Yep.
I always just kind of assume, hey, that's going to happen or it's not going to happen or no, I'm sorry. I always assume it's going to happen, just a matter of when.
I don't think I need a day or two. You're dumber than you think I think you are.
This is the badass poster for the two Jakes that I found.
Yeah, I know. I remember this.
Isn't this poster kind of cool?
Wait, you never saw this? This was the VHS cover I remember at like the rental stores growing up.
It kind of looks like if the Joker never became the Joker.
Yeah, well, it did. It came out in like 1990 or something. It was around the same time as Burton's Batman.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It's a badass cover.
It is, dude. It's awesome. I like Harvey Keitel in the back. He's got his gun fired.
See, I never even realized that was Keitel.
Look at him back there.
I knew he was in the movie, but I didn't realize that was him in this image.
I'm gonna watch the two Jakes again. I'm gonna come back to that movie. I think that movie was pretty cool.